Hey guys, so in this video I want to show you how you can use mockups to improve your photography. This is really great for people that are like small business owners or artists, and you're really trying to showcase your work, but it's just not working out when you use like traditional methods of photographing your artwork. So what a mockup is basically usually it's some kind of like digital file that would be like they're usually like Adobe Photoshop files, although sometimes you can find them as like Adobe Illustrator files. But Photoshop is like the main go-to for how people will make them. So they basically have like all these kinds of like layers in there that will that can be moved around, and all you have to do with it is basically you have to like somehow get your painting or like whatever it is, like you can photograph it, but you can also scan it too. Scanning is a really great way to just like not have to deal with like white balancing your painting, or like whatever it is. That's what I do. I really love just like scanning my artwork into my computer, and then all you have to do is kind of like, you might want to edit a little bit, either with like Photoshop or Lightroom, just to kind of like maybe tweak some of the colors, make sure the colors are vibrant where they should be, and just maybe like brighten it up a little bit. And then what you want to do is like crop it down to the size that you would print it out as, and then you would find a mock-up for like that size, like maybe it's an 8x10 or 11x14. So you find that. Here is a list of places where you can find free mock-ups, although some places will charge you. So sometimes they're kind of like intermixed, but I will also leave some links below to ones that I know about, and you can check them out. So all you have to do is like get your like whatever it is, like your painting, like scanned or or photographed. That's what you want to do, which this can also be a great way to showcase it into like a scene. Like some places will have it like like photographed above a couch in like a really nice house or something, so you can kind of like picture like what it would look like in a living room. So that's also kind of like a good way to do this, because maybe you don't have like a really fancy couch, or you can change them out for obviously people, like different people make these, so you can find different photo frames. Some of them are matted, some of them aren't, and it's just like a really great way to not have to actually like go to the store and buy all these different kinds of frames to just like show off your work. So that's another reason why you would do this. So here I want to show you guys how I've mocked up some of my own paintings into like mockups that I found online and just like downloaded. Okay, so here's a poster that I made. Mockups are traditionally used by graphic designers to like show off their work without actually having to print it, like to put in your portfolio. So here's a poster that I made. You can see over here there are different little options and stuff. This is what makes it a mock-up, and it's also the reason why you might pay for one. So here you can kind of see like all of this is just like fake and just like edited to look like it's in there. You have like okay, I don't see a difference on that one. But here you can see this is where my artwork is. You can just like double click this to double click it in here, and then you would like drag over your photo in here. Let me see. Actually, I haven't done this in a while. Um, Okay, so here we go. Here's like, this is kind of like basically what you would do. You like throw in your painting or whatever, and then you just like size it up to the size that you need it for this layout. But we don't need to do that. So, and you would like go and save this. I guess I clicked on that twice. But yeah, and then you can just like go in here and resize it, make sure that it fits in here in the size that you got it for. And yeah, that's basically like all you have to do. It's it's a little bit more work than if you just like took if you took like a photo and then you overlaid your image on top of it. But something like this, you might want something like this because this in particular shows like what it would look like if these like little clips were holding it up, because I don't know, it's kind of like a different look. Although I feel like most people would want to know about this to kind of like mock up their actual like photos of paintings and stuff, so maybe it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so this is the other way that I was talking about how you can sort of like do your own mock-up. You can also do this same thing with one that you just find on the internet that actually does like have all those different layers, but you don't want to mess with that because I don't know, it's a little bit more time maybe. Also, I'm doing this one in Illustrator because I'm a lot more comfortable with using Illustrator. But yeah, you can obviously like see here I use like the same photo in the background and then just overlaid my actual artwork. So these are actually digital paintings, so maybe that's another reason why you would want to do this, because you have like all these like digital paintings and you want to show what they would look like if they're printed, but you don't actually want to spend all that money on actually like, you know, getting them printed and whatever. So I think that was like what is this? I don't know what that is. It could be a drop shadow. I feel like this is a drop shadow that I had in there. So I'm just gonna lock this so I stop moving around. But yeah, so this is actually it's, why isn't this moving? I'm not sure why it's not moving. Anyway, you could see that it's actually like there was a little photo in there that I initially took it as, because like I took this photo and I was like, oh my gosh, this actually looks pretty darn good, which at the time I was really bad at taking like photos. But yeah, so like it actually like you have to try to get it so like if you're gonna take your own photo for the background, you have to make sure that it's fairly like straightened, so when you do drop in this like perfectly straight you know scan or digital artwork in there, that it does fit fairly well. Although you can kind of like in here you can like create your own like boxes and stuff and tweak those so that you can kind of like do a clipping mask and then like crop over it. so that you do know that it's gonna fit. So you can't do that. But yeah. So I basically just kind of like threw on my other digital paintings in here. And I think they look pretty okay. I feel like at a certain distance when you're looking at it, you can't really tell that it's not actually like in that photo, which is great. If you're probably like really like zooming in, I'm sure you could like see like, oh, yeah, like over here, like I have kind of like a little like change in like the matte here, which is like, oh, that doesn't look real, but I don't really think that like matters. You're really just trying to give people like an idea of what this can look like, and I feel like that isn't as distracting as like if you you know, you actually had to go and like print off your digital artwork, and then you couldn't like really figure out how to like take a white balanced photo. And oh my gosh, it's taken me years to figure out how to like really like edit my photos so they do look realistic, and so they do look that they are like white balanced and they're not like too yellow or too blue, and getting the correct colors in there. So yeah, I do have another like this little tutorial thing that I made for my Instagram, which I really don't think like anybody saw this. So let me see. So here's the photo that I took. So this is actually a painting on canvas. So you want to try to take like as straight as a photo you can. You want to make sure it's edited, and then you just like throw it into Illustrator. I think, yeah, here I use the rectangle tool to I'm going to use this to do a clipping mask, which is Command 7 if you're on a Mac, or else you can just like type it in there to find it. And then I did bevel the corners a little bit because real paintings aren't going to be like this like perfectly straight edge. Let me see if I can zoom it. Yeah, you can see that there's like a little bevel there. Use these little round tools to grab that and move it around. Let me see. Yeah, so with the clipping mask, you're gonna grab this. You really want to make sure that that rectangle that you made is on top. And then again, that's Command 7 to do the clipping mask. So now it looks like this, and that doesn't really look very realistic, does it? It looks like, yeah, it looks like you just threw a photo onto a white background, which is basically what that is. So next, you just want to grab that like same rectangle, and like here I can click into the photo. You can see like it's masked out a little bit over there. You want to grab this, copy it, and then you would click out and paste it, and then so you can see it's there. And then you would want to go up into effects. Oh, okay. So you want to go to effects, stylize, and then drop shadow for that. This next one, I already have it, so I'll just show you. Let me see. Is this the... Okay, so this should be the one with the drop shadow. And then you're going to go to... Well, I can go to appearance because I already made it. And this is where you can like go back to it to like edit it. So if I double click this is going to tell me like what I have on here. So I have it on multiply. I have it at like a 75% opacity. And then these XY coordinates are like how far away the drop shadow is put in comparison to that rectangle that we have. And then I don't want to be like super dark because actual shadows aren't really that dark. So I just made this like lighter gray, and we can go okay. So those are the things that you would put in there. And then oh, so this is just a before and after. This is before you do the drop shout, and then this is what it looks like after. So you can see it does look a lot more real, like with that, you know, just adding that drop shadow in there. All right. And then I just like created this rectangle in the background because it's really not likely that you're gonna have like a pure white wall. So kind of like adding like a nice like cream or like beige can be really nice. That's actually the color of my walls here, and I feel like it makes like my paintings that are still like, you know, white around like the edges and stuff, I feel it really makes them kind of like stand out just enough so they don't get lost in like that white background. So you could make this any color you want. I feel like making the background beige lets my painting stand out from that because you're not looking at the background, you're looking at all of these colors that are in the painting. And so yeah, so that's like another way that you can make a mock-up of your painting. So this is like really great if you are able to if you're able to take a photo of your painting, or you could also scan it. Again, that's also a great option. But the reason like you might want to do this also is because I have like a 2 foot by 3 foot large painting that like I just can't get like all of that wall space to look nice. Like, you know, I have my house decorated, there's all these other things in there, and I don't want those other things like in my photo. So this is also like a great option for like larger ones. You can just like create like a blank wall in the background for it, and you're not distracted by anything else. But yeah, so I feel like it looks real enough, you know, for someone to just like get an idea of what your painting looks like, and you know, not get wrapped up in all those other things that aren't necessary, like, oh, they didn't like take their photo right, or like, oh, like it doesn't look like it's the right color, and all these things. So that's why mock-ups are so great. They can really like upgrade your photography or like your images of your artwork, and yeah. And they're also really great if you're trying to sell your artwork too, because people will get distracted if, you know, if there's other stuff in the background, or I don't know, all these other weird things are happening in the photo. So this is just a really great way to clean up your photos and get them looking like really professional, and make you look awesome, because people will think, oh my gosh, you took these photos, these are amazing. And then you'll just like secretly be like, nope, I know how to do mock-ups. Hey guys, so I hope you like this video. I hope that it helps you out. Of course, there are tons of other videos on this kind of topic of like how to use mock-ups. But I hope it was helpful to you. If you do have questions, leave them down in the comments and I will check them out. So yeah, like this video, check out my other tutorials. My channel is mostly kind of teaching people how to do artsy things, maybe some craftsy things, some tutorials here and there, and talking about like other art things, like how to improve, I don't know, how to improve your business and stuff, and how to get cheaper shipping for your business, and that kind of thing. So yeah, If you want to see more of like what I do, my actual artwork, you can check it out at Callie & Co. That's my business name. I have my own website at callieandco.com. I will link that below too. You can check me out on Instagram at Callie & Co. I don't have a personal account anymore because my life is making art and craftsy things, and that's all I would be posting anyway, is basically stuff for my business. So you go check it out. I also have like a Patreon if you want to check it out. I have different tiers. So like that'd be so cool. If like anybody else wants to support me on Patreon. Right now, I just have my dad on there, so shout out to him. But yeah, I'd be so happy if like anybody else like wants to support me and also kind of give me some more motivations on making videos for you guys, and hopefully like more tutorials to come. Yeah, I think that's it. So have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye.